Hello and welcome to another Beer Clipper video. If you're not a subscriber and yet you're enjoying my content, please do consider subscribing, and don't forget as well to ding the bell so that you're told by YouTube whenever one of my videos goes live. This video is a little bit different. I've been nominated to do the I Am a Wargamer challenge, which was started on the Chilling Wargamers Community Group. I'll pop a link below in the description to that. It's a Facebook group, it's brilliant, it's well worth joining if you're not yet a member. And yeah, they started this challenge which has been spreading around the community, and I had the pleasure of being nominated by Greg from Wargamers World, and again I will have a link in the description below to his channel, to answer the 3 questions which this video requests. And he said some very lovely things which made me very flattered, so thank you very much, Greg, both for the things that you said and also for asking me to do this video. There are 3 questions. I have them on a sheet of paper in front of me because my memory is very bad, so let me read those questions out to you, and then what I'll do is I'll answer each one in turn, and then I'll tell you who I have nominated to carry out this challenge. So first of all, we have number 1, how did you become a wargamer? Number 2 is why did you create your channel? And number 3 is what tips can you give to those starting out? And I'm going to answer that in 2 parts, both in terms of wargaming and in terms of the YouTube channel. So first of all, let's answer question 1. How did you become a wargamer? I became a wargamer by accident, which I think probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe other people have as well. It'd be interesting if you did it by accident as well, let me know. I was on a business trip working away from home for 3 months, which I don't like being away from home, as I'm sure you'll have picked up on some of my other videos. And I was looking for YouTube channels which would enable me to learn to do terrain, because I've got a model railway which is in boxes. It was in boxes then, it still is, that gives you a hint. And I was looking for videos to watch while I was away because I was quite bored, and I thought, you know what, let's give that a chance, let's start to learn that, so when I come back I can start on a model railway. And I found Mel, the terrain tutor, who is an absolute legend, and I want to say now as well, I really hope he gets better soon. He really has inspired me and has informed this channel. He's brilliant. But at the same time as finding Mel, I also came across the GBHL with James and Jamie at the time, and also Damien and Tom were doing things as well. And I saw them playing the SBG, strategy battle game, and it looked so much fun, and they were having so much fun, so much joy in the playing, that while I was away on business I ordered loads and loads of miniatures and rules from eBay, which was all delivered here. And bless her, Angela just had a pile of boxes that was building and building the entire time I was away. I'm sure she didn't really know what was going on, because I refused to tell her what I was doing, because, well, it does have a little bit of a negative connotation, wargaming, and I wanted to be with her face to face when I explained to her that I was going to be a wargamer, and that meant pretty much that she had to be as well, because there was no alternative for me to play against. And from there, well, I now have thousands of miniatures, and I've spent hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds on the hobby. I helped to run Ardacon and wrote some software to help run tournaments for wargaming, which I'll put a link to below as well if you're interested in having a look. And it's really shaped my life. It's become, I've made lots of friends, and it's become something which I really, really enjoy doing, not just from the terrain point of view, that is still my original love, but I love painting miniatures, and I really enjoy rolling dice, making friends over the table, and just having fun in that way. So that answers that question quite fully. It was an accident, bottom line, but what a happy accident it was. So why did I create my channel? Well, in this case, I'm going to blame Ben Bowles and Stephen Crow. These are 2 awesome people, good friends from the SBG community that I made via that accidental becoming of a wargamer. And they ran, and Steve still does run, Top Table Gaming, which is a brilliant, brilliant channel, which if you're not yet subscribed to, please go and check it out. And they do this thing on there, which is a community video, where they ask one of their watchers to put together a vlog for the week, and then they publish it on their site. on their channel, and I did that. I loved it. I was really nervous. I wasn't sure I'd be able to fill the 20 minutes that they said, make it 20 minutes, but if you watch my videos you'll see I do barely struggle to keep it to 20 minutes, and often I go massively over, and I found that was the case as well on that video. But I did manage to get it down to 20 minutes with some aggressive editing, and I put it up there thinking, well, you know, people might like it, and I had a fantastic response. And so a couple of weeks later I decided, you know what, I'm going to start my own channel. And the main thrust of that was to do the vlog, the weekly vlog showing what I'd done through the week. And then I would gather together all the builds when they were finished and do a build with me video, so that, for example, if I'm working on the White Tower build, which is done and you can check out on my channel, then that might take me weeks. But then at the end of the build, I'll put all the clips together and then share that, and that will be something that people can see. And it has grown from there, and I've really enjoyed it. I find it informs my hobbying, it encourages me, and it doesn't take time away as such, maybe a little bit for the editing, but it more means that I find time where I wouldn't normally, to just do 5 minutes here or 2 minutes there, chuck the camera on and get it filmed. And I've made friends via it as well, and it seems that people are being inspired, and that means a hell of a lot to me. That really makes it well worth it, the fact that I'm potentially inspiring people to pick up their tools and to give things a go and just try, because mistakes are just part of the learning curve, and I hope that my style shows all my mistakes and all of my successes, and maybe is encouraging and helps people to just get out there and do stuff. So that's why I did it. Blame BB, blame Steve, two top lads, and you'll be hearing about them shortly again as well. Okay, the last question, what advice will I give? So as I said, I'm going to do this in two parts. So first of all, I'm going to do it about being a wargamer, and there is only one bit of advice: have fun. We can all play to win. We all love winning. I mean, I love winning. I'm not someone who enjoys losing very much, but I feel that even when I lose, so long as I've put everything into it to make it the most fun, then I've kind of won anyway. It's a game. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying the process of rolling the dice and moving the miniatures around and creating that story on the tabletop with your opponent. And if you're too focused on just winning, then you can miss out on probably 90% of what makes games good. And it's one of the reasons why I love strategy battle games so much. It's such a balanced game that really power gaming is kind of out the window. It is down to your skill and talent. And if you're beaten by someone better than you, then maybe you've learned something. But if you've made them laugh and smile and crack along, and you've got a story told at the end of the game, then really that's the bottom line. And that's how I go into every game and everything I play. The other thing is, be proud of it, because being a wargamer is fun. You're going to be developing skills in terms of creativity. Potentially you'll be learning how to paint miniatures, make terrain. There's a lot of benefits out of it. So if you feel shy, which I did certainly when I started, don't worry about it. It's a really, really awesome thing to get involved in. The second thing then, what advice would I give about the YouTube? Now, I'm just going to tell you the advice I give myself every time I sit down in front of a camera. Relax. Think about it as if you're talking to your best mates, because pretty much you are. And also make sure that you are doing it for you. Something very recently, and I did it in a vlog a couple of weeks ago, I was starting to get very focused on delivering every fortnight my Battle Games of Middle Earth videos, and it was turning into such a pressure that I would get my builds done in time to get that published and uploaded, that I wasn't doing anything else. It was only going to be Battle Games of Middle Earth and nothing else. I didn't have any other spare capacity for time or space or anything. And so I've made it once a month. And that's really important. Do not let it take over. I know a lot of people out there that have massive followings and they feel a lot of pressure, which is understandable. I mean, even with the 750 odd that I've got, which is more than I ever thought I would, I do feel some pressure, but I try not to, because at the end of the day, this is also a hobby, and it's also about having fun. And there we are, back to that word, fun. Make sure that you're still enjoying it. Don't let it kill yourself. And if you are finding it's hard and it's becoming a chore, change it. Do something different. Finally, for this, what I would suggest is always have a build going on that you're not filming or you're not sharing. Because, again, the hobby is there that you're doing for yourself. The videos should be on top of that, not replacing it. So I often will have a build that you'll never see. You may see it in a game if I ever get to play in a game on video, but I will just build them in the background and not film them and not even mention them, and that keeps me also like on a level. So there we are. Those are the advices that I would give for both becoming a wargamer, being a wargamer, and also for the YouTube channel. So there you are. That was my answers to those 3 questions. And now for the real crunch. Who am I going to nominate to do this next? So I've gone and asked people before I'm going to list them now, which has taken a few more days to get this video done than I expected. However, I do want to make sure that people are actually happy to do this video before they're asked. So first of all, I've got Dewey from the Guardians of Wiltshire. Now he's one of the community of strategy battle game that I've mentioned, and he's a top lad, really lovely guy. I've met him a fair few times now, and he's always been so encouraging, so lovely and wonderful. And he also runs a brilliant YouTube channel, which I will also have in the list of links below this video. So go check it out and give him a subscribe if you haven't yet. So Dewey, you've got to get this done. I'll send you an email as well about this so that you're aware. But yeah, get involved. Second up is going to be Steve from Top Table Gaming, who I mentioned earlier, and he also is from the strategy battle game community, and he created and runs Top Table Gaming, which is an awesome YouTube channel and also a really cool Facebook group. I'll pop links to both of those below. Steve was my first doubles partner at SBG when I first went to Ardacon. I was a newbie, complete newbie at the thing, and he took me under his wing and we had great fun losing most of our games. I think actually losing all of our games, but it was still a really good competition, a really good tournament, and he's stayed a firm friend ever since that time. So here's to you, Steve. Thanks very much for everything, and I look forward to seeing your contribution to this video. Third and finally, a little bit out of left field, is Neil from Real Terrain Hobbies. Now Neil has had a fantastic success recently on his channel. He's a really lovely guy, and he makes some amazing builds, like seriously amazing. And if you have not yet seen Real Terrain Hobbies, you absolutely must go over and check it out. He is a legend in terms of his creating, and he's also really approachable. I talked to him online, and he's a really lovely bloke, but he's not actually really a wargamer yet. However, he wants to become a wargamer, and he talks to me about this, and he's talked to other people about this, and so I thought of him as an option for this, to do a slightly different take on these sorts of videos of not why am I a wargamer, but maybe twist it to why do I want to be a wargamer. So we'll see what he does. I really look forward to seeing his contribution. His videos are amazing. They're so good to watch, good fun to watch, and I really can't wait to see what he does. So there we are, that's my nominations. Good luck to you 3, and I hope that you enjoy making this as much as I have. And I hope that you, watching this now, have enjoyed watching it. Thanks very much to Spud and that lot over at the Chilling Group for coming up with this idea, and thank you again to Greg for nominating me to do the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Pop a comment below if you have anything to add, if you think I've missed anything or want to add to any points I've made. It'd be brilliant to hear from you. I love those comments coming in on the YouTube channel. And I will close off, as I always do, by saying please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.